Hey everybody! Thank you for joining me on the crate making tutorial where we're going to go over how to make a Hanford Mills style crate out of popsicle sticks. My name is Luke and I will be your guide through this. So to start, you want to make sure you have all your materials. You'll have a little glue bottle that will look something like this, maybe not the exact color. You'll have 16 small sticks and 10 large sticks. So what you're going to want to do first is build the sides and the bottom. So for the amount of glue you'll only need a little bit per connection point. So something about that size is a glue dot. And you're going to connect them like that. And then you're just going to let it sit. So you're going to do this for each point, and this will take a little while to dry, until you have 3 big slats, which are made out of 2 smalls and 3 longs. You'll have 2 of those. You're going to have 2 small slats, which are made out of 5 little ones. And you're going to have a bottom, which is made out of 4 big ones and 2 little ones. So that'll take a while to dry. You're going to want to construct all of these first, and once they're dry, you're going to want to make the big side and connect the big sides to the bottom. And I think the best way I've found to do this is to do it one at a time. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to do the same thing we did before, is put glue on the sides. Since we're doing it a little bit differently, since it's hanging up like this, what I would recommend is to everybody is to have a book or something that they can lean this up against. So I also have a little bit of cardboard here that I use as a catcher that'll catch the glue. So what we're going to do first is we're going to put glue on these little posts here at the end. One little dab there. One little dab there. And then we're going to set it up so that it is pushed up against the edge there. And if you can see, I'll bring it a little bit closer. It's lined up at like a 90-degree angle, like it's an L shape. And using a book or something similar will help keep it in place. So again, do this one at a time. It does take a little while to dry. And then just once it's dry, you can flip it around and do each side. Alrighty, so once those 2 sides have dried, it's going to look something like this, your crate. Now, the cool thing about this part is you don't need a book anymore. All you need are your 2 small slats and some glue. So like we did before, we're going to do one side at a time, but it's going to go much quicker this time. So using our glue, we're going to glue these sides here. So I'm going to stand this up a little bit and get these sides glued. Oops, a little bit of extra glue, that's okay. You can use that. You're going to do a line around the side there. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we are going to add our small side right on top here and let it sit. And the cool thing about this is we don't have to wait for this to sit. We can just kind of flip it over and let gravity help keep it in place. And while it's doing that, we'll do the other side. So same thing. We're going to add a little bit of glue on each one of the ledges. Like that. Awesome. Okay. And then we'll do the same exact thing. And this will take about the same amount of time to dry. One of the things I did was I added a little bit of extra glue, as you could see down there. And what that'll do is that'll help connect it, but also it's kind of trickling down there. It'll help keep those sides nice and strong because now we'll have more than just those 2 little points holding it together. We'll have a bunch of spots holding it together. So if you're using a little bit of extra glue, maybe make sure it doesn't get flooded with glue, but a couple of larger dabs like that will work just as well. So we're going to let this dry, and I have finished one as I might have showed you guys earlier. And we've got our crate, just like we've had at Hanford Mills. So thank you so much for joining us on the Hanford Mills crate tutorial. There we go. Just so you can see the inside of it. We hope you folks had fun. We hope this video was easy to use. And we hope you all have a great day. Thanks again for joining us.